There are many studies the world over, including some of the most well-known and respected organizations on the planet, which have confirmed that our reality, quote-unquote, is an illusion, a hologram, nothing more than energy fields. A large portion of what I teach my students includes the most advanced and yet ancient science on the planet. The understanding that everything is really energy, and that we can reprogram what our scientists now call quantum information, and thereby change the structure of energy fields and therefore the objects of reality, especially our own bodies. Many people think that this isn't significant to their daily life. They don't understand the ramifications of this knowledge. But what if your own emotional baggage and trauma are nothing more than emotional energy that you've been holding on to for no other reason than the fact that you were never taught how to release it? What if every time you feel the sting of a memory echo from past abuse, and fear of repeating that past experience keeps you from approaching and getting to know the person who might have been the love of your life, or at least a close friend? What if the jealousy, insecurity, and other forms of fear you feel when you think about your spouse cheating on you is nothing more than an echo, a repeat experience of past suffering you are holding on to, and could release in a matter of hours, not years? What if it's not time which heals all wounds, but activities which most people take a long time to learn and perform, and some die without getting the chance to heal, only because these things are not commonly understood and taught? These are serious issues. My name is Christopher. I am a monk and human potential coach, known to my students and clients as the Quantum Empowerment Coach. And the reason I'm addressing this with you today is because I have had such success over the last few years with a system that I have developed for helping people heal from past abuse and trauma and emotional baggage, that I have decided to primarily specialize in this in my human potential work. Because what holds most people back from achieving their success and full potential is nothing more than ignorance and fear. And primarily that fear comes from past trauma and abuse and suffering. So if we can clear those emotional issues, those fears no longer have enough power to override their desire to achieve their full potential. And people can very rapidly become the kind of people that they want to be. One of my most recent students has accomplished in 3 weeks what he wasn't able to accomplish in many years by having 3 sessions with me. And technically, actually, basically 2. My last session was more of a discussion and follow-up of what he's been able to accomplish over the last 2 weeks based on my work with him in the first 2 sessions, and then planning of the next step in his growth to actually pursue achieving his full potential. But our work to help him overcome his jealousy, insecurity, and fear issues, and also anger issues, was all resolved to the point where on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, most painful emotional experience, he went from an 8.5 to 0 in 2 weeks. Now, many of my students have come in and said that I was able to do more with them in 1 session, which is up to 2 hours, sometimes as little as half an hour, than their traditional shrinks, counselors, therapists, you name it, have been able to accomplish in years, or sometimes over a decade of work with them. The reason is, I understand the deeper science of how these things work, how our memories work, and how to very quickly and easily release the emotions and recover from the traumas of our past experiences. whether it be bad childhood experiences or rape or molestation, attempted murders, lifelong imprisonment, you name it. Military PTSD. I can help people release the trauma of those experiences, the suffering of those experiences, and no longer be afraid of any of those past experiences repeating themselves. Now, part of this that people don't realize is that this trauma that we often hold on to, this emotional baggage, as a lot of people call it, acts like a volcano. It builds. And this constant pressure from holding on to these past experiences keeps us in a constant state of tension and suffering. And so any little thing can set us off. And I include myself in that because I have what's commonly called PTSD as well. I have been through many past abuses and traumas and had to recover from them myself. It's how I started on this path to develop this system, my own recovery. And so I have now not only learned how this works, but perfected a system by which it can work very quickly, using the latest in science, technology, therapy techniques, all the latest and greatest advances in this area of study, to help people as quickly, easily, and simply as possible release their baggage, clear the skeletons out of their closet, and move forward with confidence and power to create the kind of life for themselves that they want and be the kind of person that they want. And so I offer this to you. It can take as little as one session, and it can take as many as 1 a week or 2 a week for months or even years. It really depends on how much you want to clear, how much you've been holding on to, how open you are and prepared you are, basically how ready you are to accomplish this task. But for many, it takes as little as a couple sessions. The more long-term work that I do with people is recovering from years and years of abuse and trauma. Or if they go way beyond releasing trauma and want to recreate who they are, learn how to use, for lack of a better word, superhuman abilities, which I can fully explain scientifically. That's not some sort of fairy tale fantasy. Many people on this planet are intuitive. And I go into that in other presentations that I'll be soon posting on my websites, and so I'm not going to go into that right now. But whatever you want to accomplish, whoever you want to become, you have to understand that you can heal from everything you've been through. Your past does not control you, does not limit you from moving forward and being who you want to be. It is simply a weight around your legs, to use a ball and chain analogy, that you simply have to learn how to release. And once you do, what makes you who you are is what you know, how you see the world, and who you choose to be based on that. A lot of people don't understand who they are, why they're here, what they're capable of. I can help you find that. I can help you achieve that. I can't do the work for you. That's why I'm called a coach. I'm not playing the game for you, but I can teach you, give you the knowledge, and help you develop the skills to live your life in a totally different way and achieve things you never even believed are possible. So if you want to know more, my website is www.qealliance.com. I do this human potential work and therapy work in personal development and business development and also community development. So whether you want to change your own life, you want to recreate your company, or simply upgrade your company and learn new ways of doing things, better, more powerful means by which you can accomplish your goals, or whether you want to work with and change your community, bring a poverty-ridden, crime-ridden community back to positive functionality and societal health, we can help you do all of that. So you can fill out the appropriate application and send it in, and I will give you a call within a few days after reviewing that application and set up a time to talk with you and discuss how we can move forward accomplishing your goals. So no matter who you are, no matter where you are on the path of life, I wish you well. I wish you happiness and peace. And if you would like support, I look forward to seeing how we can work together to accomplish those goals. Take care of yourself.